Hey, Freddy with CJ's. We recently installed a set of LED headlights in our 2016 Jeep Wrangler. They look great, but the fog lights, not so much. They're dull, they're yellow, and they don't match the headlights, but we have a solution. Today, we're going to be installing a set of PUTCO LED fog lights in our 2016 Jeep Wrangler. Today, we're going to be improving the look and visibility on and off the road by replacing the pretty much worthless incandescent fog lights with a set of these PUTCO Luminix LED fog lights. These PUTCO LED bulbs are going to be direct fit replacement for the factory fog light bulbs and put out 2400 lumens each with a 15-degree focus lens. They're going to last longer, look better, and improve visibility over the factory bulbs, and today we're going to be installing them in our 2016 Jeep Wrangler. Tools you'll need for this installation: a flathead screwdriver or a panel removal tool, 1/2-inch ratchet, 16mm socket, and a Phillips screwdriver. The very first thing we're going to do is remove the skid plate, then drop the sway bar. There's 4 plastic clips holding on the skid plate, 4 up front and 2 in the back. You can get a screwdriver or a trim removal tool in the middle of the clip and then pull it out. Then there's 1 clip on each side of the back side of the skid plate. There's 4 screws holding in each bracket for the fog light. You can see them on each side of the bumper. They're pretty easy to get to if you have a stubby screwdriver, so instead of removing the bumper, you can just come up here and remove each screw with a Phillips head screwdriver, and then unplug the harness from the fog light. And luckily, these screws are pretty short. With the 4th screw out, you can remove the entire assembly. Once you get the fog light out, you'll notice there's no room to actually remove it. It's stuck where it is, but what we're going to remove, which is easier than removing the bumper, is dropping the sway bar. There's 2 bolts on each mount, and it'll drop down and you can get the fog light out. Alright, so we got the fog light out of the Jeep, but now we need to remove the fog light from the bracket. Start off by loosening this adjuster screw. You don't need to remove it completely just yet. And get it to pop out. Then grab a flathead screwdriver and pry the bracket off the hinge of the light. And there you go. Completely remove the adjuster spring from the fog light. And set the fog light aside. Grab the PUTCO fog light and attach the PUTCO bracket to the fog light with the provided hardware. Install the adjuster screw with the head of the screw on the side with the wire harness. Install the bracket onto the fog light with the label on the bracket facing up. And thread the harness through the hole in the back. And snap it over the hinge. Get the adjuster screw into place. You can see the fog light isn't very even with the bracket, so you're going to adjust the screw to make it even, and then once it's on the Jeep, you can make adjustments to it. That's looking pretty good. We can put it back on the Jeep. With all 4 screws in, you can plug in the harness. And repeat the process on the other side. As you can see, we have the PUTCO LED fog light installed on the driver's side. It's way brighter than the incandescent bulb. It's whiter. It looks a whole lot better. Here they are side by side, the LED versus the incandescent fog light. The LED fog light is way brighter and it has a better pattern. I'll show you by blocking off each light and show you how much of a difference it really is. So here I'm blocking off the LED, and this is just the incandescent fog light. And now I'll block it off and it'll only be the LED. Significantly brighter. There's a nice bright spot on the wall, but it has a brighter pattern too. So the LED is significantly brighter. We're going to go ahead and throw it on the other side, and this thing will be looking pretty good. With both fog lights installed, you can reinstall the sway bar. Then the skid plate with the 6 clips. And your installation's finished. Our PUTCO LED fog lights are installed. They put out a ton of light for how small they are. It's actually really impressive. They look a lot better than the incandescent bulbs. They match the headlights. Installation only took about an hour. You don't need to remove the bumper, just the sway bar. And before you know it, you'll be heading down the road.